Yo, what's good? We all know Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but here's the thing you probably didn't know. MJ didn't become the greatest basketball player ever by himself. Nah, he had a secret weapon. Actually, 3 secret weapons that most people don't even know about. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the real team that built the legend. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're gonna look at Jordan's dominance completely different. But first, smash that like button if you think MJ is the undisputed GOAT. And let me know in the comments who you think was more important to his success. Alright, let's start with the man who literally created the phrase Air Jordan, David Falk. This dude wasn't just an agent, he was a straight-up visionary.
We wanted them to promote an individualized line of Jordan products with his name on them.
Picture this, it's 1984, Michael Jordan is this skinny kid from North Carolina who wore Converse his whole college career. Nike? They were a small player in basketball, mainly known for running shoes, while Converse absolutely dominated basketball through the 1970s. But Falk saw something different. Here's the crazy part, Jordan actually wanted to go with Adidas. He'd been wearing Adidas off the court his whole life and had never even seen a Nike shoe. Adidas offered him $500,000, but Falk demanded Nike match that figure, plus give him the royalties and his own shoe line. He told Nike, "If you want Jordan, you gotta treat him like a tennis player." Nike was confused, like, what does that even mean? Falk said, give him his own shoe, royalties, his own clothing line. Nike's goal, sell $3 million worth of Jordans between years 3 and 4. They sold $126 million in year 1. Second crazy part, Falk came up with the name Air Jordan in literally 30 seconds during a meeting. Nike said they couldn't call it Michael Jordan, so Falk explaining the Air reference to Nike's new cushioning technology. And Michael's ability to effortlessly soar through the air while playing thought quick and boom, Air Jordan was born. And get this, Falk was so powerful that during the peak of his career in the 1990s, he was considered the second most powerful person in the NBA behind Commissioner David Stern. The man had that much influence over Jordan's empire. Falk negotiated Jordan's $33 million salary in 1997 to 1998, the highest in NBA history at the time. This man was making bank too. He earned 20% of Jordan's endorsement deals, which were over $40 million annually in the mid-90s. The bottom line, without Falk, there's no Air Jordan brand, no global icon, just a really good basketball player. Now, let's talk about the man who literally built Michael Jordan's body, Tim Grover.
We did the craziest things. I did stuff for his fingers, I did stuff for his wrists, I did stuff for his ankles.
Fingers?
Yes, because in basketball, fingers are constantly jammed. You have to have the dexterity, if you're playing a piano. That's how you control a basketball.
Y'all remember skinny rookie Jordan getting pushed around by the bad boy Pistons? That changed when Grover entered the picture in 1989. Here's some insight you may not know. Grover had no idea he was going to train MJ. The Jordan camp tested him for 3 months before they even told him whose house he was going to. Imagine ringing the doorbell and Michael Jordan opens the door. But here's Grover's genius approach. He told Jordan, "I don't care how fast you are or how high you jump. None of that matters if you're constantly getting injured." Think about it. Jordan went from getting bodied by Detroit to becoming this unstoppable force. That transformation, that's all Tim Grover. Grover worked with Jordan for 15 years. This man tracked everything. Jordan's nutrition, hydration, even his golf habits to see how they affected his basketball performance. And Jordan trusted him so much that when other players asked to work with Grover, Jordan's response was legendary. "I don't pay Grover to train me, I pay him not to train anyone else." Grover calls this the biggest compliment he ever received. The results speak for themselves. Jordan played 82 games in multiple seasons during his 30s. In today's load management era, that's unthinkable. Real talk, without Grover, Jordan's body breaks down and he never wins 6 championships. Now, let's talk about the man who unlocked Jordan's mind, Phil Jackson. Before Phil, Jordan was averaging 37 points but couldn't get past the Pistons. He was playing ball hero, trying to do everything himself. Jackson came in 1989 with this crazy triangle offense and told the greatest scorer in NBA history, "Trust your teammates." A little more insight, Jordan's journey to greatness started way before the NBA. At North Carolina, Dean Smith was the only person in history to hold Michael Jordan under 20 points per game. Smith taught him discipline and team basketball. Then you had Doug Collins, who coached Jordan from 86 to 89 and helped develop his individual skills. Even Bob Knight coached him in the 84 Olympics, where the world first saw Rubber Man Jordan. That Rubber Man moniker, that's Tim Grover's work. But Phil Jackson, he was the final piece, the Zen master who taught Jordan that being great individually meant making everyone around you great too.
I've experienced a lot of different coaches, but he gave me the understanding about life in a whole different frame.
The proof, Jordan never won without Phil Jackson, ever. So here's the thing that's absolutely insane. These three guys came together over a 5-year period to create the perfect storm. First Falk in 84 building the business empire, then Grover and Jackson both arriving in 89 to transform his body and mind. It was like the basketball gods aligned the stars. Falk built the brand and secured the bag. Grover built the body that could dominate for 15 years. Jackson and his coaching predecessors built the basketball IQ and team mentality. Jordan had the swag and charisma to not only influence the game and culture, but change them as well. Being a fearless rebel that donned banned shoes, racking up $5K in fines each occurrence. Without any one of these guys, Jordan doesn't become the GOAT. He might be great, but he doesn't become the global icon we know today. Think about it. What if Jordan stayed with Adidas? What if he never met Grover and his body broke down? What if Phil never taught him the triangle offense? We might be having a completely different GOAT conversation right now. So there you have it, Beyond the Buzzer family, the real team behind the man who became the GOAT. Question for y'all, who do you think was more important to Jordan's success? Falk, Grover, or Jackson, or himself? Drop your answers in the comments and let's debate. And yo, if this video changed how you look at MJ's greatness, smash that subscribe button because we're diving deep into the stories behind the stories every single week. Until then, keep it locked to Beyond the Buzzer, where we go beyond the game.